So the first part says, using the ZPP, find your roots, zeros, x-intercept solutions. Okay, so you guys know zero product property, right? Here. So what are my roots, my zeros, my whatever, x-intercept solutions? What are my numbers? X equal what? +1, very good. -4. Yeah, you just needed someone to say it because then more voices chimed in. The zero product property states that when it's in factored form, which this is in factored form, that you can take the binomial, set it equal to 0, and simply treat it like a 1 or 2-step equation. And so there's my +1, right? X plus 4. So if you guys remember from im3, most of you just took the opposite of the number, right? Yeah, okay. So let me just complete this out. I know you guys were like whispering it. Yeah, Raylene got it. Okay, yeah? Okay, so that's the formal method, but most of you just go opposite, right? Because how does that equal to 0? What's the opposite of -1? +1. -4 is the opposite. -2 is the opposite. Okay, so here's how the chart goes. You gotta make sure you put these from least to greatest or from negative to positive. And you're gonna put it in every other box or cell, column. And remember, this is X, so don't put it on the top, put it on the bottom. Okay, so -4 is more negative, then -2, then +1. Do you guys agree? Okay, now, because they are the roots, solutions, x-intercepts, zeros, right? All of these are synonyms, right, for the number, the point sitting on the x-axis. In order for it to be an x-intercept, y must be 0, right? Okay, so if I look at my generic kind of ugly little graph here, right, at -4, I have, at -2, I have an x-intercept, and at 1, I have an x-intercept. At 1, -2, -4. Now, what I don't have is, oh, okay, thank you. I don't know if I'm going up above, meaning I don't know if my graph is doing this, or if it's doing this, right? Like, am I coming from above or am I coming down below? And how high? Okay, and so this is where the table comes in, at least to first get a generic. So you guys are good with this because you can come up with a generic graph quiz test, and then you're just kind of fiddling to try and get the local maximum, the high, and the local minimum, the low. Okay? All right, so we're just going to focus on the graph though. All right, pick a number. So if you're looking at your x-axis, if this is -4 and this is -2 and this is +1, give me numbers here. Okay, so what's the number to the left of -4? -5. And you don't have to be like fancy, right? Okay, so this is non-calculus, because we're not in calculus. Do the halfway point. Typically your local max and min are around the midpoint between your two roots. So you guys will see it's really not, but on the one we're going to do. But what's a number between -4 and -2? The halfway number? -3. So pick that one. What about -2 to +1? Halfway point. 0.5. Negative or positive? Negative. Yeah? Because remember, from -2, I would get -1, 0, so that's 1, 2, 3 units between them. So what's half of 3 units? 1.5. So go 1.5 in. 1 unit and a half, there's my -0.5. Yeah? Okay, and then give me a number to the right of 1. +2. All right, you can go ahead now. You want to find out the values to y. Okay, So you're going to take the numbers and you're going to substitute them here. Okay, so what do I get? Right, you're going to substitute. Like, give me f of -5, f of -3, f of -0.5, f of +2. So I get -5. Oh, wait, can you guys see? You can't see. So you would get -5 minus 1. And if you guys want to do a little bit of mental math, you can. Because afterwards, I'm going to do it again. Okay, right? Plus 2 plus 4 minus 1. -5, -5, negative. Okay, and I get -18. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in the -3. And I get 4. And then I'm going to plug in the 0.5. And I get -7.9. Oh, about -0.8. I mean, -8. And then 2. Oh, no. And I get 24. Okay. Right? So now if I was to graph it, you're going to get your graph. So at -5, I'm at -18, right? So we'll graph it neatly, but let's just kind of mess with it a little bit here. I'm down here. At -3, I'm at 4. So this is 4. Here's this point. So far, my graph is coming up and it's coming back down. And now it's going to go through here to go to 1. So now at -0.5, it's at -8 here. So it comes back through. And then at 2, it's at 24 way up high. And so it shoots off. And that's your graph. Okay. All right. We'll eventually do it again. But we're just going to look at the symbols. You're going to make it a lot easier on yourself. All right. Let me stop this. And I'll post the videos, but...